Welcome back, everyone. This is Dan, and please welcome, or be welcome, to Syberia, the world before. We had just spoken to this lady, Lenny, who told us about, or shared a story with us about, our long ago friend, Dana, Dana. I still don't know how to pronounce her name. Everybody pronounces it differently. But in any case, we learned about her, a little
Maintaining
bit
the
about her
refuge
past.
must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it.
I hope so too. She's pretty old, man. Like, pretty old. But, I mean, she's been here for how long? I mean, grew up here and everything. But, yeah, we learned about, Dana. And, also, she told us about how one of the people that were part of the crew for the expedition had rented out space from her dad's, she called it a coffer. So we need to go and look for that. Please insert coin and remove cap. Well, we don't have a coin. Is this the cap? You probably need to pay for it.
The mechanism is blocking it.
You probably need to pay for it first. Yeah, because you can't get it over here, so you can't remove that.
I have to put in a coin. Typical.
Typical. Alright, well, it was free back in the day, because we used it as Dana. But not today for Kate. Nope. No siree, Bob. We'll go inside in just a second. I just want to see if there's anything else out here. Oh, what's this? Something in the box?
Dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name.
That's cool. Alright, let's go inside. She said we could, so we're going to do so. And she invited us to take a look at the coffer. I'm imagining, since no one's been able to open it since that... man, I forget her name. She was like kind of not much of a character anyways. But nobody's been able to open it.
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Can we do anything with it? No. We're just looking at it. But now it is of historical... who are you?
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Oh, a Frenchman.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least.
Why?
In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American.
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself.
Oh, Belgium.
On a world climbing tour.
Sorry.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
Yep.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Morbid? What?
Oh?
Please tell.
Bodies of resistance fighters killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Damn.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
Damn, man.
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see.
Wow.
I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel.
I bet it's true, though.
Otherwise, you can be sure, as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Everyone's hating on tourists. I mean, I get it, but still.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today.
Until today.
That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
And this is why you should always carry identification on you, because you never know, you could be one of them. And they would know who you are, and your family would know what happened to you.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle Vagherans and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
This guy's very knowledgeable, and his English is actually pretty good. He's keeping up a conversation, talking about history and stuff. I wonder what kind of level of education he's gotten in English.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves.
Interesting.
And that it's responsible for people going missing.
No.
Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
I bet he was just really glad to have the company, even for the short amount of time that he was here. Especially if it was someone like Kate. Oh my god. He's in love now. It's love at first sight. Oh. Let's look at this thing.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid.
Absolutely, I thought so too. All this weird stuff around. Like, what is this stuff, man? Here's the furnace.
A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, he did spend some time in Vaghen, so it could entirely, absolutely be some of his work, or some work that was inspired by some of the
Lenny's
stuff.
father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
Especially if, like, it was in his older age that he created it. I don't know that that was the case, but I mean, she's in the wheelchair now, but how long has she been in that wheelchair? We don't know. She never really told us about it. Why? But why would she, you know? I can understand that. What's this? A novel? Can we open?
An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday.
Perhaps, Kate. Perhaps. Alright. Oh, what's this? Interact. Oh, is this for the lift? Oh, it's to get to the attic. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's in the attic. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm glad I stumbled on it then. Yes, sir. There's lots of stuff here. So far, as far as the controls, the only thing that I'm having issues with is, like, you have to step into the right spot for the camera to pan so that you can see, like, the next area.
This must be Lenny's room. Not sure I'm allowed in here, really.
Well, it's too late now. Press clipping. Leon Kobatis. So, is this Leon? One of these guys, right? Vaghen, 15th of January. Sorry. January, that's February 1936. So that's after Valentine's Day. Local man Leon Kobatis took a shock slalom men's gold at the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Winter Olympics on Saturday as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Ivar Ballengrud of Norway won silver, 0.34 seconds behind, and Rudi Kranz of Germany the bronze after his compatriot Franz Püttner and then Bertil Persson of Norway both imploded. Kobatis, 21, becomes the only Vaghen skier to win an Olympic medal, breaking the national record set by Hans Gertmann in 1932 in Lake Placid. It means everything. I've been training my whole life for a moment like this, said the unheralded mountain guide from Vaghen. I took a medal in Lake Placid 1932, a bronze, but I always dreamt about the gold medal, and now it's a dream come true, and I'm totally blown away. Kobatis follows in the footsteps of Max Schaefer as only the second national to win a men's Olympic slalom gold. Of course she would have that news clipping, because she probably still harbors feelings for him, you know.
Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet.
Huh. I wonder if that has some kind of special meaning for her. Oh, look, she did actually go places, and she's filled the wall like she said she would.
Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period.
Oh, it's just the refuge. I thought it was... she said she was going to go around places and put pictures of places that she's been. I thought that's what this was, but I guess not.
There are no photos of the occupation of Vaghen by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
Yep, 1938, right there.
This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
Yeah, man. Way back when she was in Valley de Len. That seems so long ago at this point.
All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth.
I won't ask, Kate, don't worry. It's not polite to ask a woman her age. Oh, an automaton, look. Oh, this probably helps her get dressed in the morning.
Pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
Alright, and I guess that's all that's in her room. Let's move on to the next room and snoop about the more. It doesn't look like she's the proprietor of this place, really, because, like, there's cobwebs and stuff around. It's kind of, like, kind of gone to pieces, this place. I don't know if I can get in here. I guess not. Let's look at this chair.
It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
Or at least as much as she can. Because, look, it still looks like it's pretty dusty and stuff, like, all over the place. But, I mean, given her health and her condition, I don't blame her. And this is, what was it, 2005? Are we in 2005? I think so.
Austere. Looks like a storage room.
Paint. Look.
It's cold in here.
Hey, someone was smoking. Just like we found at the other place.
Another of those cigar butts.
Exactly. We saw one at that memorial. So, whoever has been following us has followed us here as well. So, I don't know if that's... is that ominous or what? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to call it. It is certainly not appropriate in any case. Alright, let's take a look around. I was around. Is this it? It says take. Take up reel.
Take up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
Oh. Okay. We'll probably need that. Because, I forget, again, I don't remember the lady's name, but she was like a videographer or something. Vorarlberg Factory's documents? What? Vorarlberg Manufacturing, Vallée de l'Aisne, September 3rd, 1945. That's my birthday, by the way, September 3rd. Dear Herr Gustav Renner, with regard to your letter of 3rd of August, we are pleased to inform you that Vorarlberg Manufacturing would be honored to assist your daughter Lenny following the tragic events that resulted in her disability. Both my father and my brother Hans would have been as admiring as I am of her selfless courage during the troubling years the old continent of Europe has recently suffered. I am doubly proud to learn that Lenny is the daughter of one of our most talented former employees. It is therefore with great pleasure that Vorarlberg Manufacturing has decided to respond favorably to your request. Please find enclosed the construction plans that will allow you to adapt the entire mountain refuge to Lenny's handicap. Yours sincerely, Anna Vorarlberg. Oh man, Anna, that's right. She was the person Kate originally came to Vallée de l'Aisne to have the paperwork signed by, but who she missed because unfortunately had passed away just days before. And it's so nice that, like, Gustav was actually a former employee. That's why he's so handy with his, like, with his designs and his inventions and stuff. And that's why there's an air of Vorarlberg stuff going on, because he worked or was an employee of the Vorarlberg Manufacturing. So it's all coming together. That's cool. Oh, and here's the document that shows how to put everything together. Assembly drawings and their bill of materials for the construction of various mechanisms to adapt the refuge to Demoiselle Lenny's handicap. That's cool, man. And yeah, there were one of these. Oh, it lifts, so I guess to assembly drawings, yeah, okay. Yeah, this thing here, it lifts the back up, so I guess to get her into standing position, maybe? Lenny's medal. What was this medal for?
I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
Oh, medal for acts of resistance. Interesting. Oh, so we can't take anything. It's just to read and to look at. Okay. That's cool. Find out about the region and its history before you open Yunta's coffin. Or coffer.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Coffer.
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
Alright, so there's still the option to find out about the region and its history before we open Yunta's coffer. But honestly, I think we've seen enough. I'm not really an achievement hunter, so I don't really know that I really care all that much. So maybe we just continue on with this and just move on. But we got to remember to ask Lenny about that Medal of Resistance. So set the left side panel, set the top side, and set the right side. Okay. So what are we setting here? Oh. Alright, so this won't move. So I guess we need to set the sides so that we can move these to begin with. So let's take a look at the sides. So this must be to... Wait. Oh. Here we go. This must be setting it so that we set what the mountain looks like, I think. Huh. I'm looking at that river, and maybe it's kind of like that. Because see, here there's a river that flows through, but it's not quite aligned how I would like it. I don't know, maybe like that. What does this move? This moves this thing? Okay. About right there? Because then we've got the white lines coming through here. This is green. We don't want it to be green. Right? We want it to kind of look like that. Because then the mountain comes over. Got the sky. And then this... Let's see. About like right there? Does that look about right? Alright, can we look at the top now? Can we spin this now? Has this opened? No, it has not. Dang it! Let's look at this side then. Let's see what this looks like. Huh? No, that doesn't seem right. Does it? Is that what all of this stuff's supposed to look like? I feel like some of these aren't in the right place. But we can't pull these things out. Can we? Like, I feel like this thing... Well, actually, no. This looks like it should be here. Not sure about this thing, though. Are we supposed to decide whether or not they stay out or stay in? Yes. I guess that's what we were supposed to do. Alright, so that unlocks this top one. Okay, cool. Let's turn this guy so that it's about here. Oh, whoa. More stuff. Okay, we're not there yet. We are not there yet. Alright, so there's this guy. So obviously we haven't unlocked this yet. something is still off. Maybe it's this part. I feel like it should be like right here. Maybe that's about right. What else looks off? Now that about looks right there. This section, maybe this part's off. I'm trying to find something that I can line it up with. Like, I gotta find something that lines up the picture. This kinda looks right, but maybe this side is wrong. I don't think it is. I think it was right where it was. This one looks like it's the one that's off. Yeah, this kind of looks like where it should be, because this line comes down through here. Am I missing a little section here somewhere that could be moved? This about looks right, but maybe it's just a tiny bit off. Okay. Well, at least we're getting it. Alright, that unlocked. No? Come on. Just a little bit.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Alright, find the codes for the coffer. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything that could be considered codes? Like, nothing I can really see, to be honest. At least not on the trunk. We probably need something from our diary. Let's see. Documents. That's the letter from Olivia. Mysterious painting? No. Let's see. Seeking Kate Walker? No. Let's see. Find the codes for the coffer. I guess we gotta leave and find some more stuff that might help us with the code.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Alright, so what else is here? Go down and search. So, is there anything here that really can help us? Not so much. Wait, let me go to my inventory. The take-up reel. Is there any numbers on this? No. Okay. So, not that. And I don't think anything here would make sense because... Like... Oh, wait. The coffer was owned by Lenny's dad, right? So maybe it might have some significance to something from Lenny. So... Huh. Gotta see if there's anything else around, maybe. Let me go downstairs. Let's see if there's anything else, perhaps, maybe nearby in the area? I mean, there's nothing in this room. Could it be anything in Lenny's room, maybe? There's no numbers. It's definitely a number. And Lenny wouldn't have set it, because she doesn't know how to open it. Does it have anything to do with this, maybe? Because it's a set of 3. So there's 3 numbers, but it wouldn't be a date. So maybe not this, actually. Yeah, so maybe it's not anything here. I wonder if maybe we should go downstairs. Or if there's anything over here in this other room. Like, was the purpose of this room only to show us the cigar from that person who was smoking that was following us? It seems kind of like hard to believe that that's all there is.
There. But who could have left it open?
Are we missing an interaction after having closing the window? I don't... Oh, wait.
Austere. Looks like a storage room.
Okay. We did see that. We did see that. Did you see that? Okay. Alright, let's go down again. I wonder if maybe I'm missing something. There was a section where we could step down from the patio, and maybe there's something down that way. I don't know what else there could be. This dude's just chilling. Well, you know what? Let's first ask Lenny. Well, ask Lenny about the medal that she got.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
I'm sorry. Resistance medal.
Can you tell me about the resistance medal with your name on it?
Sure, I was in the Resistance. Not for those medals, though. Nothing but tin charms. You see, there's those who received medals, and those that were killed. And besides, they aren't gonna give me my legs back, are they?
No, unfortunately they're not.
But they prove you played a part in the liberation of your country.
Puh, nonsense. Nothing but bad memories. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, well, fair enough.
How did you meet Leon Kabatis?
Why do you ask? You from the police or something?
Oh, we're just curious.
No. I just thought I'd ask, since you seem to appreciate him. Didn't you?
Fräulein, when I said you could look in the guest rooms, it didn't include my room.
Fair enough.
But yes, like I said before, he was a regular customer even before the episode with Dana. To me, he was like a movie star. What young girl wouldn't be bowled over by a young, handsome alpinist, and to top it off, an Olympic medalist?
I guess that's also fair.
About Junta's coffer.
What about it?
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
Yeah, who owned it?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings.
Nice.
Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
Apparently. Do you know the combination, though?
You wouldn't happen to know the combination, would you?
I told you before, I don't know it.
Okay, got it. Got it.
I'll be going then.
Alright, can we... Let's go down. I'm not sure that there's anything there, but... I'm thinking... Huh. Yeah, there's nothing out here. It's blocked because of the,
That must lead to the other side of the circus.
It's blocked because of the thaw.
That must be the notice the alpinist at the refuge spoke about. It prohibits access to Devil's Pass due to the bodies of the resistance fighters found on the ice.
Yeah. Notice. Danger. Path closed. Due to a recent discovery at the foot of the passage known as Devil's Pass, this path has been closed to facilitate excavation works. In order to prevent any risk of accident and to ensure public safety, access to Devil's Pass is strictly prohibited until further notice. Vaghen Mountains National Park Authority Rights of Way Services. So it is 2005. Okay, so...
So much going on in these mountains. Now and before. But I'd better get back on track, or I'll end up renting a room from Demoiselle Lenny and explore the area for weeks.
So I don't know if you noticed, but we got the discover the area. So that was what we needed to do, is we needed to look at that, that notice. So actually, can we use this? Do we still need money? Do we have any money? Wallet? Can we use this? Yeah, we can. Okay. So, let's take a peek here. Open. No. Open, please. Click. There we go. Now, let's look. Alright, so... I have an idea. So, actually, let me grab my book and my pen. Alright, so... let me move this keyboard. Alright, so... I was thinking... So, the top of the chest, right? Top of the chest has 6 numbers. And it's basically this picture here. So, right here... is about where I'm thinking, because if you look, there's, like, this is the mountain, and this is the mountain picture, and I'm thinking maybe there's something that has to do with a number according to this telescope. So right here, there's a 90 while it's zoomed out, so let me write that down. And let's see if it changes when we zoom in. Is there any number? Okay, so we can't... Alright, the zooms move. So... maybe this 90 is not what we're looking at. Maybe it's something here. Oh! 63 degrees. Okay. Alright. That was added to our inventory. Cool. And if we... Alright, can we move it further? Oh, we gotta zoom out. Alright, and this next section... Yeah, this still stays 90, so that's not what we're doing. Okay, let me put my book away. Alright, so we're taking
pictures. That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color.
this is probably what we need. So this is probably the picture. We just take pictures of all 4. So this one's 72. Alright. Now let's zoom back out. Swings all the way to the right. And there's the peak here. We'll zoom back in. Take a picture. That's 102. That's Devil's Peak. And then there should be one for Devil's Pass. That's Devil's Pass. Oh, and there's another one.
So that's what they call the Devil's Pass. Incredible.
Increíble. And that's 108. And then there's... We'll zoom out. Sorry. And then we'll zoom back in at Hell's Gate.
The
And
bodies of the resistance fighters that the Alpinist mentioned must be inside.
Ah, here's the
Gives
tent.
the creeps just thinking about it.
Here's the tent that she was talking about that we didn't actually see yet. So we'll take a picture of this. 127. Okay, now I think we have all the information we need as far as getting back to getting the codes, because it's 3 digits on each side, and it looks like it's a matter of degrees, goes up to 180. So I think what we need to do is find the picture that corresponds to the picture that's on the coffer, and then using that, find how many degrees it was from the telescope, and then input that as the code. So we're going to give that a try and see how that goes. But I think I'm on the right track here. Oh, wait, what's this?
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the ref...
Probably not many. Alright, let's go give this a shot, shall we? Alright, hello, Big Boa. Alright, let's take a look at our pictures. So, I think it's the Silberspiegel. I think this is, yeah, this is the picture that we're looking at here. Like the little mountain, This is it. So we're looking at 72. This picture here is it shows up here in this little circle. So that if you didn't know what I was talking about before, that's what I'm talking about. This picture in the back on the coffer matches this picture, this Silberspiegel, and we're at 72 degrees. So what we're going to do is here for the number, we're going to put in 72. So 0 and 7, 2. Okay? And now for this is Devil's Pass. So we're going to get the picture from Devil's Pass. Yeah, Devil's Pass 108. So we're looking at 108. So 108. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that. I'm smart. I'm smart. All right, we found the codes. Search the coffer. Oh, look.
I'll need a key to open it.
But Kate, we have the Vorarlberg key already. Let's take a look in here first. All right, so what's this? Oh, we're moving stuff around. Junta's film. Vaghen, 1937. Cool.
Vaghen Refuge, 1937. Junta's films, taken during the summer Dana worked here.
Reggie Lenny.
This one says Lenny Director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
Well, good for her then. Can we combine this with the thing that we got already? Okay, that was added to inventory. Cool. Can't take the roll of photos. Can't take the camera or the picture or this tube, but we can take this. It's an old envelope.
Looks like she didn't note down the end of her meeting with Dana. but it might still contain the info I need to open the coffer. No doubt Junta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see.
Let's see.
I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
Oh, are we back with Dana now?
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Alright. Time swap. Thanks to the document found in 2005 by Kate, you can relive the events of the past it describes. Use the information Dana gained in the past to progress with Kate. Click the mouse button on the swap. Oh, on the button to swap between Kate and Dana. Okay. That's an interesting mechanic. So we can inspect here.
The key Junta asked me to hide. The key Junta asked me to hide.
Alright, so it's all locked up.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people.
Excuse
especially
you?
with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
Well, I guess that's true. Lenny did steal something. She's actually right about that, though.
Where do you normally put it?
I have a little hiding place over there.
Interesting. Alright. Alright, so we'll go hide the key.
Is
And-
this where you want me to put the key?
Yes, there's a dear.
It's a handy hiding place. Who made it?
Oh, Herr Gustav. He knows only too well that some customers have their little secrets, you know.
Interesting.
Junta's key should be safe in there.
Alright, I guess we'll put the key in there. And then we'll close it.
Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow. Then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
Well, before we do that, let's, here we go. Take the key from Junta's hiding place as Kate. Actually, since that's what it wants us to do, I actually want to take a look and explore here.
Did you take this picture?
Of course.
Of course.
How did you get to film them training?
Oh, it was a commission. Lucky, really. Right place, right time kind of thing. Of course, I jumped at the chance because it meant I could film Leon in action at last.
How did you and Leon get together? I mean, how did you...
We're just friends, if that's what you want to know.
If that's what you want to know. Looks like there's something else that we can take a look here at. It got turned around. Oh, this guy.
And Herr Hus. What's he doing with the Origin expedition?
Unfortunately, all scientific expeditions sponsored by the Brown Shadow come with a chaperone like him. There to make sure their funds are used as they see fit. In other words, that there is no divergence with regards to their ideology.
They can just eat doo-doo. For all I care, honestly.
Herr Gustav's radio. Looks like he customized it, probably to compensate for the wave disturbance due to the mountains.
Wave disturbance due to the mountains. Alright, so I guess that's all that's here. I didn't know there was a dark room. It's interesting.
That's a lot of equipment you have there. If you don't mind my asking, how do you manage to pay for it all?
Oh, that's easy. Especially when you know a few generous patrons of the arts, dear.
Basically, she has other people pay for it. What's this over here? This must be the dark room.
Did you take the photos of the athletes? You're not often lonely then.
Well, look at our sweet little waitress. Doesn't she have a saucy mind? It's called art, dear. My work aims to explore every facet of youth and the vitality of bodies.
I bet it does.
Dana, she's so spicy. Okay, let's go to Kate now. Now that we know where the hiding spot is. Alright, it's right around here. Right here. Alright, let's move this box aside. Alright, and let's open this floorboard. Come on.
Get away!
Ew! Yuck!
Yunta's coffer key.
Alright. That was the key that we needed. It looked like a Vorarlberg key, to be honest. Alright, let's use the key. Yeah, it looks like a Vorarlberg key.
Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
Well, I guess that's what we got to go back for Dana for. Alright, let's go get that roll of film. She's busy taking pictures. Well, I mean, she's doing her job at least. Right?
I love your photos.
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I used them as a sort of checklist.
A checklist? Interesting.
A checklist, huh?
So there's 3 here. Oh, 4. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let me see what... Ah! Alright. So this left one. So what could this be? Yunta's photo 1. Looks like a house. Is there any discerning element? Oh, maybe it's the roof that is the discerning thing here. So, is it mountain for that one? Yeah, I'm gonna go with mountain. So the second photo, let's see. I don't know. This one seems like it would be the mountain, right? Huh. I mean, there's people on like a gondola thing. This one's definitely got to be the tree. This one's the wildlife. I mean, sorry, the flora. This one here is the fauna. Oh no, dude, this is all 4 of them. So it's the goat, the flower, the mountain, and the tree. Okay, goat, flower, mountain, tree. Alright, so the goat, the flower, the mountain, and the tree. Boom! Got it. Use the viewer. We did it, boys. We did it. Oh, sorry, boys and girls. And non-binary people and... Well, let me just say everybody. We did it, everybody. Alright, so... Use le viewer. Actually, can we go back to... Oh, we can't go back to Dana. Oh, well, that's too bad. Whatever. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, inspect. Open up. Alright, so... I think we need... So, the take-up reel, does it go on?
No.
Alright, so it must go up on this side then. The take-up reel. There we go. That's the receiving side. And on this side is the film. This. And then this goes through into the other side. There we go. And then this comes back down. And then we can watch movies! Oh, this is pretty cool. Me likey. No, I don't want to be filmed! Stop it! What are you doing? I don't want to be filmed. It's everyone except Herr Hoss, because he's a jerk. Dude, you're blocking the other guy. How awkward. So he can be bothered to be yelling at everybody, but he can't be bothered to go with everybody. Looks like they're having a hard time. Oh, they're training. That's what they're doing. Dude didn't even get off the ground. Nice. Yeah, everyone else is laughing too, so I don't feel so bad. Rock climbing is very strenuous. Gotta be in shape. These scientists don't look like they're in shape. Hey, it's Lenny! And it's Dana. Hello! Hello! Mwah! And Lenny's all jealous. Get that out of my face! Alright, they're in the attic now? No, that's the downstairs. It's the scientists, they're having a little powwow. Okay, this is the Spiegel Spiel. And he's painting, just like he said he would. He's painting the portrait! He's the one who painted it. Okay, it makes sense. He's talking about painting. And yeah, this is the picture that Kate has right now. And he's painting it. Well, now we know who painted it. Is she being critical of the work? Like what? Aw, how sweet. Alright, I think we got what we needed out of that. Alright, can we take this out? Like, I guess if we wanted to watch it again, maybe?
Interesting footage.
Indeed.
Let's see what's on the other reel.
Alright, let's remove this. Let's remove, please. There we go. There we go. Did it automatically go through? No, it did not. Alright, There we go, onto the other side. Put this back down, and now let's watch another film. Get your popcorn ready. Wait, are we controlling this? Oh, we are. What? This is interesting, dude. What? This is crazy. Yo. This is an interesting concept. So who's filming this anyways? Is this Junta? Dude, this is so trippy. It's like a film, but we're like taking part in it almost. Open! No open! So maybe this is Lenny, like, filming. Because she was inspecting these items, couldn't open the coffer. Oh, does she spy Leon and Dana kissing or something? Like, what's gonna go on here? Oh, whoa. That was Junta. What's going on there? Hold left click and move the cursor to progress. That's what I'm doing. Oh, we gotta move up. This is so trippy. Well, did we find something out about Junta? Like, is she like some kind of spy or something? Like, what's going on? We're gonna trap her upstairs? Did we close it? No, I don't think we did. So this is what it used to look like back in its heyday. Yeah, this is Lenny. Hello. And I think this was Dana's room. Dude? What? He's not wearing clothes. I think they were doing the business. Yeah, and she's looking a little disheveled too. I think they did the horizontal mambo, if you catch my drift.
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
Ask Lenny about the fight. Intrigue. Level 1000. Like, why wouldn't... Well, I guess it's been so long, she wouldn't have remembered. It was probably some small detail. Maybe it didn't even register to her at the time. I mean, she was kind of just a kid, you know? Teenager, maybe? Maybe not, like, necessarily a kid, but she was pretty young. Maybe she didn't understand the full grasp of, like, the relationship. Alright. Regardless, hey, you moved. I thought you were supposed to try falling asleep here. Although, fall asleep outside? I don't know. That seems odd.
Mademoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She Most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
I bet.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fräulein? But as you please.
Old people love telling stories
Since
anyways.
Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
So we're gonna find out what they were arguing about then.
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
Oh. He said that he was not going to train the scientist for her sake, but then get someone else to do it, but they can't do it anymore, so he has to do it. I feel like in this situation, she would be upset and just tell him to refuse. Look, she's barely wearing any clothes. Like, the buttons are mismatching and stuff, and he's barely wearing anything too. This comes about just after doing the deed? Come on, guys.
Why don't you just refuse then? It's their stupid expedition, not yours.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vaghen and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
Oh.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vagherians would follow.
It's the beginning of the
Dear
end.
God.
The beginning of the war.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case.
Aww.
It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the music academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on, then.
All right.
I mean, it's sweet and all. Huh. So we get to pick his nickname. I honestly, I don't like any of these. I don't know. Let's go with Highland Painter.
Your nickname will be Highland Painter from now on.
Not sure my Veganese artist friends will like it, but why not? Beautiful, isn't it? I could stay here forever.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen, is it? And Dana, you're supposed to be working there, not fraternizing with the guests. I mean, maybe in your free
There,
time, but
Fräulein
still.
Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing.
What is that?
You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vaghen. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again.
At first it seemed she was, like, very short with her, but now she's, like, seems very sweet and is, like, you know, wishing her luck.
I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
Okay. Wow. So, we learned a lot about, like, the fact that, man, I'm sorry. My brain's just kind of, like, not working with me right now. But Leon had a kind of, like, a love affair. Maybe not an affair, but, like, like, had sexy times with,
I found her,
Dana.
my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Roze.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
Aww. Gee.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess.
That's also that, too, yeah.
You should go, Kate. Or you're gonna miss the tram.
Even in her visions, Katusha's still
There
looking
will
out for her.
always be a train for you.
Always be a train for her. That's feels so true though. That feels so true. Oh. We found another clue to find our way to get to Dana. But who is this that's following us? Who are you, bro? Looks like an older guy. Maybe this is Leon? Like, who is this? I hope he's not part of the Brown Shadow. That'd be terrible. Alright, now she's on the tram back. That was a beautiful area, though, I must say. And that was really cool, the way that we got to play as Lenny during the filming. That was pretty cool, too. I didn't expect that. Like, that was a really good idea, developers. I really loved that part. It was just really so different. Like, and it kind of, like, went against my expectations. I just figured it was another movie thing, but yeah, we got to control it. And that was really interesting. And from the perspective of Lenny, they put enough clues in there that you could get a hint that it was Lenny right from the get-go. That's cool. Alright, now we're back in the Flower District. And it's nighttime. Alright, return to the guest house. I hope Kate doesn't get abducted from here. Jeez. I wouldn't be surprised with...
Gosh, what a day.
Considering everything Kate's been through, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oscar's okay. Wherever he is. I'm not abandoning him. I just need to find him.
Yeah, but, I mean, according to him, he's being led by the animal body's instincts. So I don't know how that works, considering it's an artificial body. It shouldn't have instincts. Right? Check out the latest discoveries on the computer before you go to bed. Really? What discoveries are we going to make? Are we going to read about the thaw? Search locations. Baltayar. All right. Baltayar is a Central Asian country located between Russia and China. The capital and largest town is Kantar. A former British colony, Baltayar was granted independence shortly after the Second World War. It is mostly mountainous, consisting of several mountain ranges separated by valleys and interconnected by a network of caves and prehistoric galleries. 25% of the country is wooded and is also delimited by the desert steppes as well as by Great Lakes linked together by over 50,000 kilometers of waterways. Batayar's highest peak is 4,604 meters above sea level and is greatly prized by mountaineers from all over the world. Okay. That's something that was new. Everything else that we've seen, we've already looked at. Anything in organizations? Origin Expedition. Music Academy. Yeah, those are new. Origin Expedition.
Nothing relevant. The expedition mustn't have led to any major breakthrough, I guess.
I guess not. Your origins and expedition, genealogy, unravel the mysteries of enlightenment and transcendence. Yeah, it's just all random stuff. The Amazon, origin of a myth. Amazon was referenced to one of the early games for Microids. Music Academy. I guess this is how we found out about the Music Academy. The Academy of Music of Vaghen. Founded at the beginning of the 19th century, the Academy of Music quickly became a veritable Vaghen institution. The Academy trained many generations of internationally acclaimed musicians, especially pianists, so contributing to the cultural influence of the town the world over. The Academy is also an architectural curiosity. Built on Vaghen's main square, its prodigious world famous automaton orchestra attracts thousands of tourists and music lovers every year from around the world. The Academy is a place of great importance in Vaghen history and played a crucial role in the tragic events of the Second World War. Following the annexation of Ostertal by the Brown Shadow in 1938, and by extension of Vaghen, the Brown Shadow turned the Academy into an Oberfeldkommandantur, or High Field Command. Opening the archives has since enabled historians to prove that its soundproof rehearsal rooms were used by the Brown Shadow as prison cells and interrogation rooms. Damn, bro. Damn. It was in this building that the last moments of the Vaghen offensive were played out. The battle that pitched the Red Army and local resistance fighters against Brown Shadow forces resulted in the liberation of Vaghen. Following bitter negotiations with the other Allied powers, the Red Army handed over the main control of the town to American and British forces to allow the Soviets to focus on their ongoing liberation of Central Europe. The Allied forces then made the Academy their general headquarters, so allowing time to initiate a transition of power to the relevant civil authorities. Once this was completed, the Academy once again became a prestigious place for learning music. The Academy's recent history is steeped in controversy. Owing to a large decline in students over the past 20 years, it has recently been announced that the Academy is on the verge of financial collapse. The council is said to have even taken the decision to close it and to computerize the automaton orchestra, so creating a tourist attraction that can function on a schedule. This decision has triggered loud outcries from the town's heritage advocates who have multiplied appeals. These appeals have all been rejected. And I think we learned about the Brown Shadow before, but let me take a look. Yeah, we looked at this already. Alright, I think, let's look at the people. Yeah, we can search these people now. Lenny?
It's a shame that Demoiselle Lenny is so modest about having been a member of the Resistance. She's a true hero.
Really? The Vaghen Gazette, 60th anniversary of the liberation of Vaghen, a heartfelt tribute to veteran resistant fighters. April 14, 2005, the ceremony commemorating the 60th anniversary of the liberation of Vaghen took place under a clement sky. The procession first passed down Vaghen's symbolic memory lane. A heartfelt tribute was given to resistance fighters who indefatigably fought against the fascist invaders throughout the occupation period. Most of the remaining survivors were able to make the journey and deliver moving speeches that deeply touched the assembly. As a reminder, 60 years ago, all the resistance groups of Vaghen fought alongside the Red Army and Allied forces to retake the town and Ostertal from the Brown Shadow. There was, however, just one disappointment. Leni Renner, the well-known manageress of the refuge of Silberspiegel and one of the most revered and emblematic resistance fighters of our town, once again refused to join the commemoration. Our local icon describes her refusal as her own particular way of paying tribute to her comrades fallen in combat, and should be taken without the slightest hint of controversy. Given the thunderous applause that punctuated the old lady's name when called out at the podium, this sense of decency and discretion was perfectly understood by all present. That's really great that, like, she could say, like, yeah, I was one of the great ones. I was there, and, I did a lot. She's just like, the people who gave their lives for her were the real heroes. I was just someone who survived. I was just someone who got a hunk of metal. And, that's really modest of her. It really is. Let's look up Junta, sorry. Junta Steinhoff.
Junta. Demoiselle Leni told me a lot about her. But was she some kind of spy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it would look kind of shady when Leni opened that, the shades, the thing, for the dark room, and kind of saw something going on in there. Junta Steinhoff, born in London in 1912 of Austrian parents, Junta Steinhoff is a filmmaker and photographer. She is famous for her major aesthetical influence on the cinema of the 1930s. She was at the center of several controversies over her presumed role during the Second World War. Initially accused of collaborating with the Brown Shadow, for whom she made several commissioned films, Junta Steinhoff later was found to have worked for the Allied Secret Services, especially the British. Yeah, so it sounds like she could have been a spy. Biography. The filmmaker lived in London until 1935. She loved mountaineering, sports, and photography, which led her to following the international winter sports competitions for different newspapers and specialized magazines. She sojourned regularly in the Alps, especially in the area situated in Ostertal. Fluent in German and keen to meld in with the population of Ostertal, the filmmaker chose the artistic pseudonym of Junta Steinhoff, so that's not her real name. So borrowing her mother's maiden name while giving a nod to her Germanic origins and to the heroine of the mountain film Das Blaue Licht, filmed by the very controversial Leni Riefenstahl. Leni is also a name. Huh. Junta Steinhoff dedicated a large part of her work to filming mountaineers come from the four corners of the world to challenge the renowned rock faces of Ostertal. The beauty of youth and the magnificent landscapes combined in her aesthetical vision, so nurturing her passion for both the cinema and photography. Junta Steinhoff was accepted into the very close circle of Ostertal alpinists. Hungry for outstanding records, this circle was in those days very politicized and said to be close to the fascist ideas of the Brown Shadow. These ideas were exemplified by the conquest of untouched peaks exalting the supposed virtues of a so-called superior race whose pureness was equated, according to the racist ideology, to that of snow-capped summits. It was during this period that Junta Steinhoff was commissioned to make films for the Brown Shadow. The political movement soon went from fake patron to financier of pure propaganda. Yeah, so she was right. She was doing stuff for them, and she got all of it paid for by them. But if she was like making her way in with them, she would have been able to give info back to the British if she really was a spy for them. Yet, when the Second World War broke out, the artistic aura of the filmmaker enabled her to promote her films both in the capitals of the Axis powers as well as in a fair number of Allied countries. It was revealed that Junta took advantage of these trips to supply precious information to the Allied forces and especially to the Foreign Office in London, who had preventatively approached the young woman during the rise of the Brown Shadow in the 1930s. Upon the liberation of Ostertal, Jutta Steinhoff was detained for a few days for her role in the Brown Shadow's propaganda machine. Her status as a double agent soon enabled her to be cleared. The filmmaker has since kept to herself, having returned to live in her native England. Wow, so she was much bigger than I thought she was. I thought she was just some kind of like, jealous person, but she turned out to be this like historical figure.
No results about Dana. She probably never got famous.
Or maybe something more sinister than that. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, it's time to go to bed, Kate. Yeah, we've looked at everything already. You were already yawning when at the tram, so...
The more I discover about Dana, the more I get the feeling I'm only scratching the surface of Vaghen's history. Oh, but hey, let's call it a day. I really should go to...
Sorry, I thought she was going to continue talking while walking up the steps. But she's saying she should call it a day and go to bed. And you know what? I think... Whoa, wait. There's a letter here. I think it was there the whole time. Night Storin.
Do not disturb. Well, all right then.
But what's this? Coroner notice? What?
Vaghen Institute for Forensic Science and Medicine. Charming.
What in the world?
Colonel Blake.
Who's Colonel Blake? Wait, is Colonel... Is that the guy that kidnapped Kate in the first place? Is he stalking her? Dude. No way. No way. Don't be in the room. Don't be in the room. Don't be in the room. Okay. Alright, that's good. Oh. I bet it's nice to have a bed that's comfy. Or cushiony at the least. Too bad Katyusha couldn't have had the opportunity. Oh, and the musical toy came from her mom. I think it's all hitting Kate right now. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, she is knocking out. New Jersey, winter 1983. So this must be her dream, or nightmare. I don't know how it's going to end, but well, let's just say dream for right now. Little Kate?
Is that you, Katie?
Yes, Mom! I
It
mean,
is.
who else can it be?
Got a mouth on you already, even at such a young age. Alright, so Kate had gone to bed. I think I'm gonna go to bed. As I'm playing this, I'm heading up into getting toward midnight right about now. So, yeah, I think it's time to go to bed. I will be back to continue on, though. I mean, it's really starting to get good now. I'm like really invested right now. If you've watched this far, I think you can consider yourself also to be invested. And if so, I hope that you'll join me for the next one and find out what Kate is going to dream or have a nightmare about, and see if we get closer to finding Donna Roze. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.